Welcome to this video, guys. I don't know what this video is going to be about. My plan is to kind of ramble a bit about sales, cold approach, and communication and business in general. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to make it a good video and try to make it worth watching. But I feel like I kind of need to find myself, like space in my head to make things make sense. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, and hopefully I will be able to get some sense in my head and also provide value to you guys. So that is the plan. So today I was cold approaching, or that was the plan. And yeah, I was just like a bit busy because yesterday I had a lot of sales meetings. Actually, for like the past year, I haven't been doing that much. I've been like kind of trying to nudge and force myself to do sales, but I didn't find my flow for a long time. And then yesterday, like I kind of started forcing myself, like even a little bit, to make sales again. And that, I think that was helpful for me, because that gives me like the drive again that's, in business, that you need to succeed, or like if you want to succeed, you need to put in the effort. You can't just find your flow and hope that you'll find success. I know that works for some people. That's not my way of going about it. Like sometimes I'm in a state of flow as well when I feel like I need it, but like other times I feel like, I feel like it's really survival mode. And like either I make this work, or it's not going to happen. That's just the way I feel. And that's, I feel like, the way right now for me. That's what I need. I need to make things happen, because for the past 6 months to a year, I've been studying like a lot of like theories, because I wanted to take more a long-term vision to business development and business improvement. So I started like learning these things about sales and communication, all these nice ideas, all these nice theories, all these nice, insights that you can have if you take that way and if you just follow your interests. And I think that's not a bad approach, but at the end of the day, you don't really have a financially sound business unless you think about how can you efficiently monetize your business. So I think it's okay to have periods of like insights and, learning the skills that you want to learn. But I also think at the end of the day, you need to have like a sound plan for monetization. So if you don't think about, put it in a crude way, if you don't think about how can I get money, the most amount of money from my clients in the best way, then you're not going to have a financially optimized business, right? And so at the end of the day, like, you are building a machine that extracts money from people. That's a crude way of saying it, but that's what it is. And of course, like, you need to provide value in order that people want to exchange for that, but you still need to find ways to optimize that. If you don't think about money, you could just teach them for free. Like, why not? You could do that. But the way I see business is like it's a trade, right? They can get something I have that they need or want if they pay me for it, right? That is a business at the end of the day. Otherwise, you are a charity, and I'm not saying there's something wrong with a charity, but I think I read this in the book 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. He talks about, I don't know the way he words it, but he says like, if you really work hard, like proprietary technologies and proprietary knowledge and things, like you really strive to, you do research, you find these new theories, new strategies, or new ways of doing things. Like, why, you're not obligated to give that away for free. that you worked so hard for that. And that is where a business comes in. You know, you can still give that away, but you're doing that at a price, right? And that is the business model. That is where you can do research while you're still helping people with your new theories, if they pay for it. That is the trade. So if you don't think about like the efficient way to monetize that, then you're not building a, you know, financially speaking, you're not building a good business then. So that is important. That's on the business side of things. That's something I'm going to try to do more as I continue here, because I've been focusing too much on the skill development. Even sometimes skills that I think I'm not sure, you know, there's like even a difference between skill development on things that are like immediately necessary for the business, or like even in the long term. And there's like skill development that, you know, you could just start doing things that you want to learn just for the sake of it. And it might not be directly relevant to your business. So I think, well, if you care about money, then it's obviously best that you think about how to make money and not just skill development. But it is important, skill development, but it is like, you know, let's say you figure out a plan for making money in your business, it starts working. At some point, you hit like a plateau. And that's where you need to figure out like, what are the skills I need to learn in order to make more money with my business? What are the things that my clients need to be able to profit more from the things that I'm giving or teaching him or showing him? And then you'll need to learn those skills, but it's going to be the skills that are required by the business, not the skills that you prefer, right? At the end of the day. So, yeah, it is an important thing. So that's what I'm gonna focus more and more on money, just getting clients in instead of like doing the very long term. I think it's good to do long term for a bit, but at the end of the day, you want to monetize. Then also today, I was like trying the cold approach, but yeah, it didn't really. My head was too much thinking about the business. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully, guys, this was a good video. Hopefully this taught you something. I'm gonna like name this like something more about skill development and monetizing the business. I think that's probably the main value here from this video. So let me know if you liked it. Yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Check out my next video if you want. Have a good one. Bye-bye.